you all know, it was once a very dominant force in the global beauty industry, but it has been facing significant challenges and it has announced a very disappointing outlook for 2025. The main issues that are being faced by Estee Lauder today are, first and foremost, a sharp decline in the Chinese market, which heavily impacted the company's performance due to regulatory crackdowns. There is a strategic missteps that have been done by the company, such as over-reliance on the Chinese market, over-reliance on an older demographic within the US, and there has been a slowdown in innovation. Now, despite these hurdles, Estee Lauder is initiating recovery strategies, which includes expanding the US presence and embracing online platforms like Amazon to diversify its consumer base and to streamline its operations. We are recording this video today when it has been announced by the CEO of Estee Lauder, Fabrizio Freda, that he is going to be retiring next year. The company has expressed concerns over the continued decline in the prestige beauty, particularly in the Chinese market where the consumer sentiment remains weak. This is very significant because China represents a major market for Estee Lauder, accounting for 28% of its total sales to date. This persistent focus on the Chinese market, however, has exposed the company to greater risks, especially with the changing consumer dynamics and regulatory crackdowns on practices like Diageo. However, the company has been criticized for a lack of innovation and over-reliance on the Chinese market, which has not rebounded as expected post-pandemic. Estee Lauder is heavy reliance on the Chinese market, especially on promotions within the Chinese market, has conditioned the consumer to wait for discounts, which has undermined the brand's prestige in the longer run. Additionally, the exit of key creative personnel over the years has led to a decline in innovation and creativity within the company, which were once the hallmarks of the brand under the founder Leonard Lauder. We have also seen that in US, the Estee Lauder brand is predominantly attracting an older demographic, as it is more widely distributed in departmental stores. This demographic skew necessitates a strategic rebalancing to appeal to younger consumers who are increasingly influential in the beauty market. This brings us to the recovery plan that Estee Lauder has in place. So in an effort to pivot and stimulate growth, Estee Lauder has begun to refocus on the US market, where it sees potential to regain its footing. It is recognizing the shift in consumer buying habits, and the company has embarked on an important strategic shift by embracing online retail giants like Amazon for distribution. Starting with its brand clinic, which has shown promising early results, Estee Lauder plans to expand its presence on Amazon with additional brands in the coming months.